Welcome back into the Elizian Aeon. I am Liz and I'm here with your etheric messages. Just quickly cleanse out the space, call upon my angels, guides, ancestors, spirit team, divine counsel. Make me a clear channel for the Most High, with all that's aligned only with the highest and greatest good. Let no weapon formed against us prosper. Send to me. Okay, so I wanted to come on because yesterday I didn't post any videos. Was with my son at the doctor's all day, and this is one of the things I really want to talk about because I woke up feeling this righteous rage almost. As a person that's spent most of my life in hospitals, in and out of consultations, as somebody who's literally had people tell me my entire life that I'm sick, that I couldn't do this, that I'm not allowed to do that, that I won't be able to do this, that I won't be able to have children, that I'll never be able to play sports, that it's all a load of lies. Okay, yes, I had open heart surgery when I was 4. They thought I wouldn't live to the age of 16. They were wrong. I'm 41, right? They said that I would be on medication. I'm not on any medication. And so yesterday I went and took my son to this clinic, well, on my ex's suggestion. So 6,000 real a year later, I was just surprised, and I was absolutely shocked at the treatment at the specialized clinic for lung function. The doctors, a lot of the doctors nowadays, especially in Brazil, because it's mostly privatized, like in the US as well, it's all about money. I'm sorry to say it, but it is. It's all about money. It's all about pushing something on the person to keep their pockets lined, and there was no humanity in that treatment. It was just whatever we said was completely overlooked, and the tests that we asked for weren't done. Only one test. And I asked about prevention, because this was supposed to be some advanced prevention consultation for the price, and I asked, are there any exercises that my son can do, any recommendations for if he doesn't go into like a panic state, because he has allergic asthma, which is aggravated by like colds and flus and things like this. And he said, no, just regular exercise. If he's like, he should be an active boy, like judging him. And I was like, okay, but I know that people don't know, but I did 2.5 years nurse training. I know the procedures. I've done first aid. I've done I was one of the first aid people at my old job. I know about physiotherapy. I know things that you do in order to like work through panic attacks and asthma attacks to get the body into a calm state, things like this. And none of that was suggested. And I just sat there, I was like, I can't believe that. I can't believe the lack of compassion there. It was all about pushing what the preventative medicine was pushing a stronger medicine on my son that he'll have to take for 30 days and probably for the rest of his life, which will get progressively worse and worse. I said, but won't this cause dependency, lung dependency? Which I know it does. And anyone who knows these things, if you put in any saline solution in your nose, if you're using any inhalers, things like this, they actually weaken the lung function over time. The test was for him to breathe into a tube hooked up to a machine in a big glass box. It looked fancy, it was just a tube. It was a regular lung function test. They did the test, and then they did it again after they gave him the medicine. The doctor looked at the results and he said, oh yeah, his lungs are good, but they were much better after the medicine. Okay. There you go. So, my spirit guides are urging me to tell you about this, but to make sure that you are aware. I've had to tell my son this morning as well. there's nothing wrong with you, okay? Nobody has the power to tell you what is wrong with you. Yes, they might have degrees and they might be qualified in certain areas, and yes, if it's something serious, of course go and get it checked out, have the treatment. But how do you feel yourself? Do you feel, if you tell yourself constantly that you're sick, if you believe other people's narratives that you're sick, that there's something wrong with you, that you need this and this in order to function as a human being, but you don't feel it yourself, then that's your indication. My entire life people have told me that I'm sick, that I shouldn't be doing this, I shouldn't be doing that I'd never have children, that I wouldn't be able to have a pregnancy, a healthy pregnancy, that I was high risk, that I was going to pass this on to my child. None of it happened. My dad had cancer. He had esophagus cancer, which went to his brain. When he was diagnosed, he was having treatment for his heart at the time, and they didn't pick it up in the 8 months that he was having treatment. When they picked it up on the scan of his heart to make sure that the enlargement wasn't getting any worse, they were like, oh, no, the enlargement's fine, but actually you've got cancer and you've got about 2 weeks to live. They literally said he's got 2 weeks to live. He went on for 3 years, and if it wasn't for COVID, for lockdowns in that time, he would have survived a lot longer. I know he would have. He just gave up in the end because he was in isolation. The power of the mind, first and foremost, mind over matter. What our feelings, what our thoughts, and the way that we think is how we perceive the world. And if we're perceiving the world that we're sick, that there's something wrong with us, that there's that everything's out of our control, then that's how we're going to live our lives. And so this is really important in terms of awakening and in terms of moving forward. We have to be able to take back our own control. And this isn't to say that you live in a controlling manner, that you ignore outside and external factors and, seek medical advice, of course. But what is the medical industry really looking to do? Are they just pushing an agenda? And this was never clearer to me when he directed us to his wife. And his wife her face was so full of surgery, of plastic surgery, that she couldn't move it. All in what? In terms of, in pursuit of vanity, of eternal youth. And that was the motivation, isn't it? The more medication that they're selling, the more that they can live their lifestyles. I felt really, really disgusted at that. So I've taken a bit of time today to clear out, but yes, the Spirit, it doesn't want us to take the first answer on things, okay? The Spirit doesn't want us to give away all of our power to third parties, to let somebody else hold that, and to have our own discernment. And I've just told my son about this, that, yes, you've got a sickness, doesn't mean that you're sick. Yeah. Yes, you have some symptoms, but that doesn't mean that you're limited to only that. That you don't have any control in that it's only the medicine that's going to make you better. No, it's your mind, first of all. It's your mind, it's your energy. There are activities to open up, simple things like opening a damn window, getting outside, making sure that, we're getting vitamin D in the daytime. How we take care of our vessel is our control, what we're putting into it. I know my son also has a slight allergy to certain derivatives in milk. I have lactose intolerance too, but I know that he has some issues. When he was younger, when he was a baby, there were issues with him being able to breastfeed. He couldn't. We tried for a long time. I was pumping and everything, but he was losing too much weight. I had to put him on formula, which broke my heart at the time. I really didn't want to do that. And he had reflux so bad off it, he actually had a little bit of a reaction. And I know that he drinks a lot of milk, and he still has his throat still closes up a little bit, and I know this. When I mentioned that, apparently, no, it's my cat, which we've had for 6 months, but he's had this for his entire life. So yeah, take everything with a grain of salt. My dad used to say that. He said, I wrote a song, Daddy said, take it all with a pinch of salt. The stakes are high, but so is the prize. You want to win, you got to risk it in life. So yeah, sorry about the rant, but it's not... Oh no, I'm not sorry, because we need to be more aware. We need to be aware of who we're listening to on a daily basis. Who has that power over us? Who are we giving our power away to unnecessarily? All right, Spirit, tell me what's in the energy today. Okay. Capricorn, 10th house, and Mars. Okay. Yeah, so you're in boss energy. 10th house, we're talking about your calling, your reputation, really stepping into your power, and especially with the Mars energy, pushing that forward. So yeah, taking charge in your life. So I'm gonna, here we go. Sorry, let me cleanse that. Bring my energy back to center. This is another thing, so we have to be checking in with our energy daily, regularly, throughout the day, because external factors, even our thought processes, even me remembering that and getting quite into it, yeah, spiritual bath. We can step into these emotions and they can overtake us, and this is what allows for bumpy roads to come up. So centering back in, taking a moment to breathe. Spirit, tell me about collective energy today, please. Okay, karmic masculine. Okay, you're being vindicated. And you are angelic, okay. There's a frenemy. Karmic masculine frenemy. So yeah, having a spiritual bath today. Getting cleansed up for the full moon eclipse coming up, because there's a reckoning coming up. Yeah, somebody's been gaslighting and projecting, but yeah, and they're a chameleon. This is their energy. Yeah, so this is, we're just checking in conversations, as I said with the beginning of this. Where are you being gaslighted? Where are people, and and they're doing it so naturally. I think a lot of them, they're not even aware that they're doing it. They're gaslighted themselves. They've believed this narrative for so long. They've projected out this reality. They believe in the bull, in the lies, in the conditioning, and they can't change. They can't change until we shine a light on them, right? Yeah, they need to awaken. You're on a soul mission, and you've woken up from the illusion. Yeah. You're getting downloads from the universe. Okay, something about a childhood friend coming through. Okay, a childhood friend or a young person might be astral projecting towards you, or you can, yeah, check your energies. What is it that people are projecting onto you that's not your narrative? Do a return to sender if you feel called to, because you shouldn't be compromising your moral integrity right now. I don't think anyone here is, but you know, there are people that still want us, that the system still wants us to compromise our moral integrity. They want us to compromise our own discernment in order to just go along with their narratives that they're projecting out. But just keep listening to signs from the universe. You might have been having ringing in the ears. I know I have, especially on my left ear, a lot. So yeah, just listening, paying more attention. When you're getting that, what is it that you're thinking about? What is it that's around you? What energy can you feel? Can you lean into? Because you've got wishes being granted. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, okay, so you've got somebody in your energy who's being a bit two-faced, but it's fake news. They're coming in with false storylines. They're trying to gaslight, as I said earlier. And there's something to do with your home. So it might be your physical home, it might be your body. The body is, the vessel is the home, right? It's the home of the soul. Temporarily, right? It's the casing of the soul. But the universe says, let the universe handle it. Yeah, where are you being gaslit about your body, about your home? Where are people coming at you with motives that maybe they don't even understand? They've got a lack of self-awareness. So just move in silence. You can notice these things. You can take note. You can make your own decisions in your head. You don't have to give anyone else any information about that. That can just be with you and the universe. I'm making you aware of this energy because that's part of what I do. That's I am a bit of a wayfinder. So I don't want, if it's coming up, for me, it's usually coming up in the collective. I know that. I'm very tapped into the energies. So just move in silence right now, but use your own discernment, your own self-awareness to make your own decisions. Yeah, we've got the Tower and the Knight of Cups coming in. So there's upheaval coming for this Knight of Cups. Or for you, there might be some Towers coming in. Okay, Spirit, tell us about the collective's energy today, please. Okay. Right, there's a little bit of instability around finances, perhaps with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. You might be feeling a bit stuck, feeling some changes, or fearing changes about finances, about your home, yeah, about your stability. I'm feeling. Okay, Five of Wands because of battles, and the Nine of Swords. Oh, and the Two of Wands in reverse as well. Okay, so yeah, you've had some challenges, you've had some battles come out recently. You might have had some dream magic done, or nightmares come up. You know, a lot of inner turmoil about some of these challenges that have happened, that you feel that have stopped you on making the first step, or making progress on your mission. Maybe imbalanced, feeling a bit indecisive, feeling stuck. Okay, Spirit, tell us why. Tell us more. Okay, but you're in the Ten of Pentacles, so Spirit's saying don't doubt it. You've got your Ten of Pentacles coming in. It's on its way. There is a finality to this. You're just going to have to... The results are coming and the cycle's ending. Yeah. There's a Queen of Cups reversed in your energy. Okay. Tell us more, Spirit, about this Queen of Cups in reverse. Who is this? Oh, okay. Somebody who wants to burden you and keep you in the hangman position. Okay. This Queen of Cups doesn't want you moving forward. Yeah, they're burdened. Whoever this is for you, there's a person around you in the collective energy who has a lot of emotional baggage, a lot of emotional burdens, and they're not seeing things. They don't have the same perspective as you. They've a lack of self-awareness, and they feel stuck. They feel unable to move, and kind of they want to put that back on you, but you've already overcome that. So I don't think that's going to happen for the collective. Where's that? Is that related to the Ten of Cups? Ten of Pentacles, tell us about... No, you've already... Yeah, you're fine. On the Ten of Pentacles, you've got the Three of Pentacles and the Nine of Pentacles. So it's definitely forward movement. Look, you're in a transition phase at the moment. You're not trapped. You're nearing the completion of this. All of your work is coming to fruition. You're definitely in your abundance phase now. It's just about, you know, taking steps on your growth, on your expression, and keep going forward on that, on the Ten of Pentacles. I'll put that over there. Okay, so tell us about the burdens, the challenges, and these in the turmoil, please. Is it past it? Okay, yeah. You might have had some issues with getting started on things, so like finding new potential, but Spirit's coming through with a helping hand. Okay, you've got lots of raw energy for you right now to pull on. Okay, so this is past energy of about the Five of Wands and the Nine of Swords. Yeah, again. Just keep working. diligently on that. What's about this false, or this feeling of being stuck? The Two of Wands in reverse. Yeah, that's lifted. Okay, you're no longer feeling blinded and trapped by this. Somebody wants you to be feeling trapped. Somebody wants you in the in the Eight of Swords reverse, in the Eight of Swords upright, right? They want you bound with their magic, their actions, their words. They want you feeling trapped, but you're not. Yeah, somebody's coming. There might be some news coming in. The Ten of Pentacles is quite a slow-moving knight in the deck, but yeah, there's some information, and it's in reverse. So somebody might be coming in with an offer, impulsive offers. They might be getting carried away, or they might be burning out a little bit, and especially in the finances area. So this is a second energy. This is a second energy for sure. It's not that they might be working together. The Queen of Cups in reverse and Knight of Pentacles in reverse, but yeah, just let it go. Stay in your angelic frequency and wait for signs from the universe. Yeah, because you've got your stability coming in now. All right, this is your Four of Wands. You've got your home, your structure, your foundations being built. It's time for celebration. You're going to be celebrating. If you're not already, you will be. So just staying on course with that and having strength. Bottom of the deck. All right, Spirit wants you just to keep firm with your boundaries, with your awareness. Okay, move in silence. Let the universe handle it. Stay strong and don't compromise your own moral integrity at present. Well, ever, really. Okay, I'm gonna wrap it up with spiritual advice cards. I'm not gonna do much today because that was a long channeled bit in the beginning. So, Spirit, what advice do you have for the collective? Embrace your inner child. Yeah, get back out there, play. You've done your healing. Just keep healing it. When it comes up, when things are arising and you're feeling a bit swayed to and fro with the emotions or the energies in the atmosphere, acknowledge it, heal it with innocence, and move on. Embrace your vulnerability. You're allowed to feel. You're allowed to have this anger come up, this frustration, this rage. When things are unjust, that's a sign from the universe. Those are signs from the universe to let us know that things are off. It's about us trusting our instincts on things like this now. And speaking up when we need to, or staying silent when we need to, but just having the awareness and the knowledge within. Because we have to trust in the universe. So to trust in the universe means to trust in ourselves and our own discernment. You honor those emotions. Each time that you recognize them and you bring them up and you check through them. What are you accepting as fact? What is yours and what is somebody else's projections? You're honoring your emotions. You're honoring your connection to spirit, because that is how we should be judging from here. Not judging, that's the wrong word, but you know what I mean. Discerning and making decisions made by heart-led decisions and gut and heart-led decisions. Having self-awareness. And practice self-reflection. So when these emotions come up, when these feelings, these sensations, when whatever our body is telling us, that's our sign from the universe, okay? To listen to that. So practice reflecting on that, asking the questions, why am I feeling this? Is this coming from me? Is this some residual shadow work that I need to do? Is this some programming or conditioning that I've had done that I'm not healed from? Or is this a healed perspective and actually a sign from the Most High telling me where to focus my energies, you to focus your energies? Yeah, I think that's perfect. Thank you, Spirit. One more, just okay. Just because you need to celebrate the beautiful gift of life, and that's what I was telling my son earlier. Sick people, I have a bit of a tooth gap. Sick people. Sick people think sick thoughts. Okay. Healthy people think healthy thoughts. All right, mindset is everything. When we celebrate the gift of our lives, we're celebrating the miracles. We are taking care of ourselves. We're not pouring negativity into ourselves. We're not taking for granted the life that we have, right? Because people keep telling you that you're sick or whatever, or that you can't do something, that you're stupid. We used to get that in school. Oh, you stupid little girl. Oh, she'll never learn anything, right? And I'm sure you've had that. Oh, you'll never be a journalist. You'll never be a writer. You don't know anyone in the industry. Oh, I think you should set your sights a little lower. Like, those are narratives, and that's when we're not celebrating life. We're not celebrating the gift of life because we're telling ourselves, or we're listening to external factors that aren't aligned with our best interests. They don't want us to succeed because those are their limitations. Yeah. God will lead the way, and that is the truth. So when you are in a heart-centered living, when you're heart, gut-led living, you are connecting the crown chakra, the heart chakra, the root chakra, sacral, all of it. When it's all flowing in balance, you are being led by God, by the divine, by the Most High, the universe, whatever you feel more comfortable with the terminology there. Okay. One more. Yeah, retreat from the outside world if necessary. You don't have to listen to their bull. All right. Make your own decisions. You have the power to do so. That is your free will. That is your birthright. Okay, as a sovereign being on this planet. I hope you've enjoyed this reading and my channel session. And namaste, peace, love, and light. Thank you, guides, ancestors, council. I'm going to leave it there. All right, and I'm going to go and do some big spiritual bath now, cleanse away everything. Cleanse if you feel the need to. Namaste. Take care. Ciao.